The major objections that we usually have when we tell people about solar is they say solar is too expensive. But let me ask you one very honest question, person to person. Is solar really too expensive in Nigeria, or are we just buying it the wrong way? Look around your street. I can almost bet you have seen this happen. You have a neighbor A. He spends 3 million on a massive solar array. You see the panels everywhere, big shining blue boxes in his garage. But the 3 months, you see the technicians parked outside. He's trying to repair one thing or another. You hear him complaining at the landlord association meeting that this solar thing is a scam. He's still using his I better pass my neighbor generator to pump his water because his solar trips off. And then you have another neighbor, let's call him neighbor B. He spent like 800k or 900k for his solar. He doesn't have panels covering his entire roof, just few, but his lights are always on, his fan is always spinning, even at 2 a.m. when the heat in Lagos or Abuja becomes unbearable. He has not bought 1 liter of fuel in 6 months. Same Nigeria, the same sun, the same economy. So why is one person frustrated and another person at peace? Today I'm going to strip away every engineering grammar. I'm going to stop the sales talk. I'm going to tell you the raw, unvarnished truth about the cost of solar in Nigeria. By the end of this video, you'll be able to know without a shadow of doubt whether solar is a luxury you can't afford or an investment you can't ignore. My name is Austin Ibota and I anchor Lights Up Solar Podcast. Yes, we do sell solar and then we do solar installations, but that is not why I'm here today. We started this podcast because we are tired of seeing Nigerians get cheated. We are tired of seeing hardworking fathers and mothers take their high-end savings and take it to a quack or overpriced firm and end up in darkness in 2 years. In this country, we've been traumatized by power. We've seen dealt different stories from the grid. I mean NEPA now. So when someone hears solar, they feel as if it's a white knight. But if you don't understand the horse behind this night riding, you end up stranded. We don't just sell system that lies such. We sell understanding because an informed customer is a powerful homeowner. And let's talk about the rich man myth. A few months ago, a man came to us. Let's call him Mr. Emeka. He looked at our quotation and he sighed. He said, Oga Austin, solar is for the elite and the very rich people. No. I'm just a civil servant. I don't have 5 million to throw away. I didn't argue with him. I brought out a piece of pen and paper. I asked him, Mr. Emeka, how much did you spend on fuel last month? He did the math. Fuel 70k, and that's being conservative with current prices. Generator maintenance 15,000. Oil change plus spark plugs for occasional servicing. Grid bill, NEPA bill now of 20,000 for the light that you even barely sees. And that is about 105,000 every single month. I asked him to multiply that by 12 and he said it's 1.26 million per year. Now let that sink in. Then I asked him, in 5 years, how much will you have spent? He didn't even want to say the number. Let me say it. It's 6.3 million naira. And the worst part, after spending that 6.3 million, what do you own? Nothing. You don't own the fuel, it is burned. You don't own the generator, it's now a piece of scrap, a piece of metal just holding together by some nuts. You have zero quality of anything. When you say solar is expensive, you are looking at the price tag. But when you buy fuel, You are looking at the subscription. Nigeria is the only place where we pay a premium subscription for darkness. Solar isn't expensive, it's just upfront loaded. You are paying for 10 years of electricity in one day. And to understand why the price of solar is high, you have to understand three basic things. You need to understand what you are paying for. If you understand these things, nobody can cheat you, nobody can sell you something that is not worth it. Number one, you have the engine that we call the inverter. Think of it as the brain. If you buy a cheap, purely for profit inverter, it will fry the moment your switch kicks in because of the surge current. People say solar is expensive because they buy a 5 kVA inverter that cannot handle a 2 kVA load for real. You are paying for quality components that won't catch fire when you sleep. Number two, your fuel tank, that is called your batteries. This is where the money is. In Nigeria, we have a love affair with tubular lead acid batteries because they are cheaper. Hey, but listen to me. Let me tell you something. Lead acid battery is most expensive thing that you can buy in the long run. The last two years, if you are lucky. Now, at Lysol, we push for lithium battery. Yes, the price is higher upfront, but it lasts 8 to 10 years. Buying a 300k battery 5 times in 10 years, that is 1.5 million. Buying a 900k lithium battery once in 10 years, that is 900k. Talking about 5 kilowatts. Now tell me, which one is expensive? Now, the third thing you need to understand the harvesters, or what we call the panels. The sun is free, but the silicon used to catch the panel, to catch the sunlight, is not free. Whether it is squash silicon, whether it is free silicon is silicon, and it is not free to trap light. Most people undersize their panel to save money. It's like buying a Ferrari and putting a 2 liter of fuel in it. You never get the performance that you paid for. Now let's get to the next segment. Why solar punishes the ignorant? Let's get real about what people fail to understand. Solar is not a generator replacement. It's a lifestyle upgrade. Some people don't understand these things. So if you are gaining value from this podcast, please like the video. It helps this podcast to get to more people. More people like you that are struggling with this too expensive mindset of solar. So if you buy a 3 kVA generator, you can overload it. And the worst thing that happens is that it smokes or the breaker trips. If you treat solar system like that, you are treating it like that every night. You are running the water heater on, you turn your electricity on, and you turn the AC just on a 3 kVA system. You will keep your battery in 6 months. Solar panel and your inverters and your batteries will all go down. Now, solar is a planned power. You plan your power supply. You know, when we use the grid, immediately you see light on your bulb. One thing that comes to your mind is I can plug anything. So you on the freezer, you on your AC. So also when you're using solar, once you are seeing the light in your bulb, your mindset is still thinking as if you are using the grid. You are using NEPA, so you want to on everything. Please and please, it is not like that. It's not like that. So when I say solar is planned, I mean solar is planned power. When people say it is expensive, it's often because you are trying to power an unplanned lifestyle. Let that sink in. They want to live like they are in Dubai while their system is sized for modest Nigerian flats. Solar rewards discipline. If you switch your bulbs to LEDs, if you use an inverter compliant fridge, if you turn off the TV when it's no more watching, suddenly that's 3 million lifestyle, or that 3 million naira you used to buy the solar component it will last for you. Before you know, you'll be enjoying your money. The expense is often just the cost of our own wastefulness. Yes. So how do you fix this? How do you get steady light without selling a kidney? Here is light search blueprint. Number one, you do audit. Don't guess. Don't call an installer and say, I want a 5 kVA system. That is like telling calling your doctor and saying, I want a surgery. The doctor will probably ask you, what is wrong with you? Why do you need this surgery? The doctor will not just say, I come to my theater, let's do surgery. What is this surgically operating upon? That is how some people do with solar systems. You need a solar audit so that you actually stay comfortable in your home. Number two, you need a modular approach. You don't have to do everything at once. And this is the biggest secret in this industry. You can buy a high quality inverter and 1 lithium battery today, use the grid or gen to charge it. You've solved 50% of your problem. Next month, add 4 panels, and then after a month, add another 4. Solar grows with you. It's not a building, it's not a box. Number 3, prioritize the heavy lifters. In Nigeria, we have needs and we have wants. All you need, the needs in the house are, for example, your lights, your fans, your fridge. Yes, to keep your things from spoiling, have your charging your phone, to have your security light. All these are the basic needs that we have. And then we'll have our wants. Our wants are the things that we can basically do without. Number 1 is the AC in the guest room, electric car, pumping machine. And if you focus on the needs, the price of solar drops by 60% immediately. That is why I'm careful to tell people about their price, because the clients can come and meet you and say, I want to power this AC, I want to power this, I want to power that, I want to power this electric, and I want to add more things. And then if you tell them the price, it will be as if you have become a IMF. Yeah, so if you focus on only your wants, you have cut the price of solar by 60%. Now let's go back to Mr. Emeka. Now he didn't buy a 3 million system. We sat him down and we designed it with light such essential kit. It cost him about 1.8 million. It covered his light, his fans, his 55-inch TV, and his fridge. No ACs. He called later. He said, Mr. Austin, my wife is actually smiling in the morning. The house is quiet, and that 70K is used to spend on fuel. I use it now for my son's extra lesson fee, and I use it to take my family out on a dinner. You see, solar is now not solar, an informed customer that has bought the right system is now upgrading his family lifestyle, taking his family out, because he did not put that 70K in generator, buying fuel. So 1.8 million today is a lot of money, yes. It is a lot of money in this economy, but it is expensive compared to 1.2 million spent every year on fuel. I'm asking a question. So is it expensive compared to the 1.2 million we spend every year? It's not expensive. Solar is the price of freedom, and in Nigeria, freedom has never been cheap. But it has always worth it. Closing. So if you are watching this and you are still confused, don't worry. That's why we are here. Don't go and carry your money and give it to engineer Jude just because he had the lowest price. I'm sorry if your name is Jude and you are an engineer. I'm not referring to you actually. So the lowest price is usually the highest cost to know. This is one thing that I want you to do now. So comment below, tell us how much you spend on fuel every month. Let's do the math together. If you like this video, it tells YouTube algorithm that Nigerians want the truth, not just sales pitch. If you want professional audit, one that actually looks at your home and budget honestly, click the link in the description or DM us. We won't sell you what you don't need. This is Austin Ogota from Light Source Solar. Power without confusion, light without noise. We'll see you in the next video.